Up right here. Mhm. Right here. All right, we are live, and today I'm doing a cold call session where I'm gonna show you how I generate at least 5K a month added to my recurring revenue every month just from Google Maps. So what I'm gonna be doing is selling an AI employee, which is really, as anybody who watched my channel would know, it's Go High Level. So Go High Level does a lot of things that are gonna be useful to any business owner. And today I'm going to kind of talk through how I pitch it when I'm selling a business owner, how I sound different and get them to actually pay attention. So I'll give a little bit of context about where I get the data from and my background. So I started, and this is how I learned where to get the data from. And it's actually the same thing that a lot of other top affiliates do. And it probably all came back from the kind of the same roots. I started in web.com, which was a giant call center, a giant digital marketing company that had call centers in major metros in the US. They were the biggest digital marketing firm in the world, and that's where I learned this process. So they would sometimes get phone numbers from listings like on Zillow or to find like realtors or on Justia for attorneys. But we would also use a site called BuiltWith to get phone numbers that were listed on people's websites to reach the business owners. And after web.com blew up, became massive, a bunch of other companies blew up here in Charlotte just feeding off of high level or off of web.com's clients. Um, they do that with built with as well. So not only can you get all the phone numbers from a certain type of website, like I can search, hey, let me get any website that has the word realtor on it. I want to get any phone numbers that's been on any websites that had the name realtor on it. So that's one way you can do it. But you can also say, I want any website that was made by web.com or any website that was made by High Level or that has High Level code on it. That list is actually on there. Or any of the other big companies here, you can find their list. And this thing updates live. So every month, the managers in these companies in Charlotte, I'm talking about Town Square, Ollie Ollie, Plum, those are the names of them. They're all doing like 5 mil a month. And they all do it from a team of American cold callers doing exactly what I'm going to show you right here. Um, so they pulled a list every month of the competitors' clients and they called people that just signed up. And then they called people that are at day 90. And that's all they do. And these companies are massive. This has been working for over 10, for over like probably what, 20 years. This same method, I've been doing it for 10 years. So it works and it's pretty much a never-ending source of leads. Now the little trick that there's a couple of little tricks that I'm going to talk about that we're doing now that make it easier. I do a mobile validation once I pull the list. So I'm only getting mobile numbers. Usually a business owner that's got their phone number on their website or their Google business profile. We also use Outscraper to scrape Google business profiles. They're usually somebody who's going to be easier to reach. They're they probably are not very technologically advanced if they've got a cell phone number on their website. So they're the type of person who needs help with Go High Level. The type of person that misses calls usually. If they have a cell phone, it probably isn't going to an answering service. So they're a perfect candidate for an AI employee. Now, everybody's heard the SEO pitch. People do not like to get cold called for an SEO audit or for any of this stuff. Now, of course, we're still going to sell them that stuff, but we're going to go in talking about something that everybody's excited about, which is the AI employee. And the reason I like it so much is we never get the, oh, I'm too busy. I can't take on more business, which is what you got all the time selling SEO or paid ads. But now you can say, hey, I've got an AI employee that here's the line. Once we do a few pattern disruptions, which I'll show you live, we say, um, so I actually built an AI employee from your website, and it can actually book a few appointments over you for you for free over the next few days, if that's even something you want. And the thing is, you didn't tell them if you're booking their own traffic or you're generating traffic with the AI employee. So if they say, "Hey, I'm too busy. I don't want appointments," and say, or I can't even handle my current call flow. Like, oh no, this AI employee just helps you book those, so you can actually stay focused on your jobs. And if they say, I don't have any appointments to book, you say, oh, the AI employee can drive traffic and book appointments. And so now they're like, oh, really? What the heck? And then you explain how much AI can supercharge their ads or their SEO or whatever else it is. Now, one of my favorite twists on something like this that really makes your product stand out in a market, and I've helped some of my clients develop their own SaaS products like this. The first one I developed is a listener that you can put on a fire dispatch stream, and it'll listen to the stream and transcribe it. They used to actually pay people to sit and listen to these things, and there's a stream for every county. So there's a couple types of companies that chase fires. You've got public adjusters who fight the insurance company and get a percentage of the amount they get an increase of the payout from the insurance company. And then there's restoration companies. And so he built it. He is a restoration company, and I mentioned this to him, and he built out, or he worked with me to build this out, and now we're launching. There's an attorney I work with, and the way I found out when I got my first class action lawsuit, which was dismissed because I was innocent, the way I found out is I got an email from an attorney that had a PDF of my lawsuit, and I was like, "What the hell?" I was playing darts. I was like, "Oh man, that's a stomach sinker," and turns out. There's a database for attorneys called Pacer where you've via API you can get a live signal when there's any type of lawsuit that fits your criteria. And there's a lot of different tools like docket alerts and things like this where you can get a live feed of the type of cases you want. But then from there you have to look at the document to determine like the company name. You have to skip trace, right? Well, there's a lot of apps in the high level marketplace that can enrich data already. So you basically just build a quick connection to this API, which you can do either using one of those tools that already exists, or you can build your own. It's going to cost maybe a couple grand, maybe a grand, if that. You build the connection, you turn on the app in high level that enriches it. And now, like all these other companies like Docket Alerts that sell these signals to attorneys, they're just selling the data feed. And maybe they're sending like a email to me that had um, the PDF, but they're not like getting the phone number. There's not automated follow up like there is with high level. It doesn't come with all the other tools high level comes with. So when you have an offer where you're like, hey, this is going to pull this information for you, look up who it is, follow up with them, and you can't call them without consent, but not unless you have a person do it. So I always say, and I can even have my team call those people for you and book appointments. Now those you can't do that in every industry. Like you don't want to call in the legal industry like that, but the pest industry and the fire industry, you can. So I picked the pest industry, and basically every major metro has uh, it's called like 311 rodent alerts. They also have food inspection failure triggers where you can get either a transcript of a whole failed food inspection and you can, if it contains the word pest, then you can get that signal. But there's way more just rodent alerts and pest alerts that are not necessarily classified as business or residential. So I'll show you. And then I'm actually going to do some of the calls live. So I add on a little twist where instead of just saying I've got an AI employee that can book some appointments, I say I've got an AI employee that can pull information from this rodent database. Have you ever heard of the rodent database? I open it up and then I'm like, it'll actually look up who they are, get their information, and follow up for you, and even book appointments if they call you. So it makes it just a little bit better. And then my angle is if I'm able to actually call those leads for them and we're booking appointments and there's no ad spend, it's extremely profitable if I sell those for like 200 bucks a piece. And there was 1,500 alerts like this for rodents in Chicago just in December. That's a lot of freaking leads. You know, I can print from that. So if I just get some pest control people that are on the service, I know they don't know how to call leads. I'm going to put an appointment setter in there and I'm going to print. So I use overseas VAs and I can also staff them for you guys. Historically, I've had a 60-person team in uh, Philippines, but that did consist of an HR team, a customer service team, actual fulfillment team, and an appointment setter team and closers. And then I had a 20-person team in Egypt. Well, now I'm branching out and I'm starting to hire from places that have native English speakers. Now, I did find native English speakers in Egypt because we use dual citizens. Um, but I'm going to go to South Africa this time because they're about the same rates and they've got even better, they're native English. So that's where I'm going to hire from, and that's a service I provide to anybody on here. Hire staff, manage, and train them for $1,000. I even use like an AI bot that I built in Go High Level Conversation AI that can see images. Because as you imagine, my reps are now in all these different Go High Level accounts for my clients, and I can't go and log in on to all those to check. And I don't trust them to write it into a form either. So I have them take a screenshot that shows the date range, has their name, the number of calls, average talk time, all this stuff in the screenshot, and they text it to a number that I have assigned to that AI agent. And that high level AI agent can see the stats and upload a spreadsheet, update it. And if any of the information is unclear or it's not the right rep name or anything like that, it will say, "Hey, that's not you. That's not you. We need you to send a more clear picture. We're still missing this data." And then I can also ask the thing to check. I can say, "Hey, do I need to worry about any reps number of dials? How is Jimmy doing?" And the AI agent can check the spreadsheet and tell me. So AI helps manage this stuff a lot. I also use AI agents. I use ChatGPT to go and make my job posts and filter my candidates when I'm hiring too. Really cool stuff you can do, guys. And without further ado, I think I've talked through everything you guys need to understand to see me do it. I would share my screen, but I can't have phone numbers showing up on screen or this video will get taken down. So you guys are gonna have to look me right in the face while I cold call. I apologize if I make weird faces. It probably will. So I want to minimize this a little bit. Well, now you guys came with me. All right. I'm pulling up my script. And by the way, if you hire me to call your leads for you or call your clients leads, I'll also write the script. One thing I didn't say is I was number one in that call center I started at, which was the biggest digital marketing firm in the world. I was number one in my second month, and I quit the day I broke the all-time sales record to start my first company, which I started running in Go High Level, which is how I learned Go High Level. And I can't find my script. Labor link. Found it. I'm just trying to organize my windows so I can see myself and the script properly. Okay. And I've only gotten like one appointment with this script before, so just so you guys know, this is me pretty much raw on it. But I've done it. I know it works. And my Egyptian appointment setter on Friday, he went through 30 contacts and he got 2 appointments. So not even native English, and this works real well. Granted, he's been working with me for a long time. He used to close solar deals for me from Egypt. He wasn't a dual citizen, but he got introduced to me from the dual citizens. All right. So I'm going to go to my mobile scrubbed list. I'm going to open up the first one and I'm going to place a call. Hey, is this T-Mile Pest Control?
Yes, how may I help you?
I'm sorry, you broke up there. Did you say this is the T-Miles Pest Control Service?
How may I help you?
Uh, I was looking at your website and just trying to make sure if you guys are still open. All right. You're supposed to do a pattern disruption there like I did. Did you guys hear or was the sound not shared? I just shared the sound now in case you couldn't. Um, Here's the next one. Verminator Pest Control. This is Verminator.
This is Verminator, Pest Eliminators. Thank you for your call. I'm not able to answer you right now. Leave a message.
Calling back. I always do a double call.
This is Verminator.
All right, next one. The way I'm supposed to open is just saying I messed up just a little bit on the first guy I spoke with, but you guys will hear how it's supposed to sound. This guy's site is down, but I'm still gonna call it. That gives me a pretty good reason for him to sign up if he is open. So I always open up the site. Sometimes I look at the GMB, but I'm gonna act like I just saw the GMB when I talk to him. You'll see.
Past your services.
Hey, sorry, you broke up there. Is this Chicago Pestmaster?
Yes.
Hey, man. I was just looking at the Google listing and the website, and I was trying to. Oh, well, apparently that Google listing thing is triggering people. I'm gonna call him back.
Hello?
Hey, are you guys still open?
Yes.
Okay. And do you guys handle commercial or just residential?
We handle everything, sir. How can I help you?
I was looking at your website and I had made an AI employee that can book a few appointments for you. And I was wondering if that'd be something you'd even want. It'd be free.
No, not now. No, sir. Thank you.
No problem. Next one. Feels like they're calling me out real quick.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may.
With that last guy, I definitely should have brought up that his website was not even live. But let's just keep it rolling.
Your call has been forwarded to voicemail. The person you're trying to reach is not available. At the tone, please record your message. When you have finished recording, you may hang up.
All right. Overall, we're still getting a pretty good answer rate. I think I've already spoken to like three owners or something, which is that works. Just having a little bad luck, I guess. So we're gonna keep on rolling.
Hello, John speaking.
Hey, John, is this Extreme Bed Bug Solutions?
It is. How can I help you?
Hey, man. Do you guys just do like residences, or can you help with like commercial situations too?
Yes, we do commercial.
Okay, cool. So I'm on your website, and I had actually built an AI employee for you guys that could actually book appointments for you automatically, and it would be a few of them for free over the next few days. Would that be something you'd even want?
No, I'm all right. Thank you.
Do you guys have somebody that answers your calls when you can't pick up? It would be free to check it out.
No, we don't, but we're doing just fine without that at the moment. But I appreciate the call.
Okay. I know you have to answer all of them yourself. You never miss calls.
No, I don't. I don't get that many to miss them, unfortunately.
Would you be interested in helping like actually drive more calls in that case then? The AI employee can help with that too.
If you're able to send me something that compartmentalizes all the info, what you do, how much you charge, I'll take a look at it. To be honest, I get a lot of these calls, a lot of people offering AI or this or that or this or that, but I never really get a straight answer. It's a lot of fluff. So
Yeah.
if you could take away the fluff and tell me what you got, I'll be down to hear it.
I can.
But I don't want to hear no fluff.
I have to make sure it'll work for you, but I can definitely give you the exact nuts and bolts. And it's kind of like the reason I asked the questions in the beginning to see like what your real issue was, if it was not getting enough calls or just not being able to answer them. And so I understand that you're not getting enough calls. I can talk to you for a couple minutes here, and I'll tell you exactly what we can do. And if it makes sense, then we can find the time to go into more. What are you doing right now to help bring in traffic, and what have you tried in the past? And then I'll tell you the best thing I think the AI employee could do for you now.
Man, brother, I'm in the middle of a job right now. If you call me in an hour, I'm on my way to pick up my son.
Okay, I can let you
I'll
test out.
talk. I could talk with you, but right now I'm in the middle of a job. I got gloves on, and I'm talking to you on speaker.
Sure, bro. I'm gonna prep the AI employee so you can actually test it on that call. You're sure you're good for an hour from now? And I'll have it call you. You don't have to be on a computer.
Yeah, just give me a buzz.
All right, man. Sounds good. I'll see you then.
All right, thanks.
No problem. Well, there we go. So that's one appointment set. I feel like he may or may not show up, but that's just part of it. You got to keep rolling. And then, like I don't do this all day anymore. I'm right now, my mind's thinking back to like, what else could I have done to firm that up a little bit better? You saw what I tried. I said, hey, I'm going to go ahead and get this ready for you, make it sound like I'm going to do work before the next hour. Um, but I am going to be on another appointment in an hour from now. So, I think he would probably answer. But that's it, guys. It took me like how long was that in total? Not long. I've been live maybe 20 minutes and got an appointment, right? He does seem like he gets a lot of calls, and I did have to kind of uh try a few different angles with him before he came around. Does anybody else have any questions or anything about that they'd like to ask? I don't mind knocking out a few more if anybody else wants to see a few more. But if unless you guys have some specific commentary or anything, if you're satisfied, I'm satisfied. Um, what were y'all's thoughts on that? All right. Well, guys, I'm going to get ready for my next appointment, which is in 15 minutes, and I will talk to you guys soon.